And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on this Wednesday night. What? The Giants won again. Again against the 500 team. They actually took the series, but it doesn't mean nothing. Whatever. It doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. Because guess what? We still need to get rid of Farhan. And there was some interesting news out there coming from Marty Lurie. He put out some interesting tweets. We'll get to them here shortly. Yeah, if you guys follow Marty Lurie, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. We'll bring his tweets up a little bit later.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get the chat fired up, isn't it?
It should.
Not that they don't get fired up already.
It should. What's interesting is the lineup is starting to produce. It's too little too late, but you got Conforto had a 3-hit game. That was kind of unique. Yeah. Yaz had another leadoff home run. Birdsong, 3 earned over 5 innings. Not exactly spectacular, but he did enough for the Giants to hold on to that win.
Yeah. When we get into it, we're going to see that everybody contributed in their own way today. It was
yes.
I'm looking at the stats now, and I know you're going to bring them up in a minute, but it's all over the place. Guys had hits, guys had RBIs, guys scored runs. It was a really team effort today.
Casey Schmidt at the hot corner looked pretty damn good, but I mean, he's only there because Chapman's on paternity leave.
He's looking good as McRae.
And he had a hit with 2 RBIs. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Today he looked better than he has in a very long time. Talking about Casey Schmidt, so we'll see what happens. Fitzgerald
was 0 for 4.
Yeah, but he also had did he have a sacrifice or no fielder's choice? That's what it was. It was a fielder's choice.
But I think he plays a good outfield, and he comes up with a game of his life once in a while. I'm not disappointed. Again, this is what I wanted. Young guys playing, see what they can bring to the table. Get ready for
Luciano, man. That's again, I'm going to come back to that.
Where's Luciano? Where's Luciano?
Yeah, come on.
I know Conforto had a big day. Wouldn't it be better to lose today? Lose the game and see what these guys can do?
What you're saying? Are you saying the L word, Glenn?
Well, what the heck, Eric? I mean, this is what we get. This is what and they're playing the cream of the crop as far as teams. This is when you should be playing those guys.
Right.
Not against weak sisters.
I tell you what, though, the biggest thing going on right now, Detroit Tigers, San Diego Padres, there's a lot of great baseball stories out there today. Has nothing to do with the Giants, unfortunately.
You're right.
You don't think Encarnacion's good, Ryan? I don't know, man. I don't know. Then again, he hasn't played enough. It's kind of what the Giants do, right? They don't play him. You really don't know. The times that he's come up, he's hit the ball pretty solidly. I don't see a reason why Encarnacion couldn't be a guy, but I don't know. Giants got to get Soto. Come on, skaters. You know where I am at that.
Of course we are.
Been through the league before. What are you trying to say, Ryan? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Give the Young Bucks reps, then sign them up for the fall league. There you go, Chris. You know what happened? I don't know if they do this anymore. Do they send their guys out for winter ball? I know you got fall ball, but there's also winter ball in the Caribbean. They have it in Puerto Rico, Venezuela. Well, you guess you can't have it in Venezuela.
I don't know, Venezuela. Where do you go with that?
Yeah, never mind. You can't go there no more. But Venezuela used to be a place. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, still could go there. And, of course, the Mexican League. So I don't understand why. You used to hear that a lot. Oh, this guy's going to go get some reps in Winter League. Now it's just they play a little bit of fall ball, and then they're done. And they no longer get the reps. I don't know. Glenn, where do I go? What time do I hear Sharks talk?
Shark Talk, noon on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and it's going to ramp up and be daily once the season gets underway, and that will be October the 4th. There should be a show on Friday afternoon. I'm not sure if we're going to go with the Shark Talk or we're going to talk basketball. We've got a basketball show, and I think it's a key time to talk about the NBA season around the corner, and the WNBA playoffs get underway Sunday, so it's going to be good.
It is going to be on Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network there, skaters. By the way, tell me what your YouTube channel is so I could give you guys a shout out. All right. You know what? Hey, let's get into it. Might as well before we start getting into more
right away.
Let's get this done.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
There we go. Giants 5, Orioles 3, San Francisco 9 hits with 5 runs. Baltimore 7 hits, only 3 runs. What is going on with Baltimore? Boy, they look. Did the colors get switched around or something? Because they're playing like normally how the Giants play. And the Giants are playing normally how the Orioles play. I don't know. Is it the color scheme? I don't know. A little bit weird. But, hey, it is what it is. Good for the team. At least maybe they can end on a high note. And now they're only 4 games under 500. We'll see what happens. Birdsong with the win. He's now 4-5 with a 4.7 ERA. Creamer. Yeah, didn't do. Or is it Kremer? Kremer. We'll say Kremer. Kremer is 7-10 with a 4.9. And Walker with the save. Here we go. Yastrzemski again. 1 hit. That 1 hit being another leadoff home run. How about that? Wade only had 1 hit. Ramos had 1 hit. Conforto with the big night had 3 hits. 2 runs scored. 1 RBI, that being his solo shot. Fitzgerald 1-4. Look at he might be getting tired. I know one thing he's starting to do. Let's talk a little bit of Fitzgerald here. He's starting to do the things that Schmidt was doing. Swinging at the stuff low and away. The breaking stuff. He's having issues. The fastball, he's doing fine, right? The fastball, he's doing fine, but I think he just needs to work on the offseason on those off-speed pitches. If he can lay off those, he's going to have a lot more success. But McRae, 0-4, but he had that sacrifice, right? Or that fielder's choice, and I think it led to some runs, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he didn't score them, but yeah. Schmidt, again, 1 hit, 2 RBIs. Good for him. Walton, 0-4. That guy, he's just a guy right now, right? Walton is really not – he's not part of the future. Casale, 1 hit. He's really not part of the future either. And there you go. Pitching. Birdsong, as I said, went 5 2/3. Couldn't quite get through that 6th inning. Gave up 4 hits, which isn't bad, but he gave up 3 runs. Only 2 walks, or he had 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. It was okay.
Average. Yeah,
it was okay. And then the bullpen did their job. They only allowed 3 hits between 4 relievers. So they got their job done, and that's all you can ask for.
That average.
Go back. Oh,
well, yeah, that average. Well, what's Walton batting? 154.
1 something, yeah. But he's just all he's doing. He's just filling in right now. Right? Once Chapman comes back, I'm sure. Ooh, would he go? I don't know, because Fitzgerald is back. Because I know Walton came up because Fitzgerald was hurt, but now that Fitzgerald's back, I don't know how they're doing it. Honestly, I honestly have no idea of how they're working this roster. It doesn't matter. It's the end of the damn season.
But wait a second. I'd like to say that yes, they're hearing our language and they're playing this guy. See what he can do. Yeah. Obviously, he's not doing anything. But then you got a quality second baseman playing in Sacramento. I'm perplexed at all.
I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the hell is going on. To be honest with you, it really doesn't matter. It's like 10 games left in the season. It doesn't matter at this point. It is done. Now,
it's over in 10. Hooray.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get to
playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball, but let's talk about what Marty said. This is quite interesting what he said this morning.
Yeah, I like this text.
Here we go. Let me blow this up. Just my opinion as to what may happen. Usually, when the print media starts getting information that normally would be kept in-house, that is a sign for me. I've always thought an additional talent evaluator is necessary one from the baseball side of the game. Let's stay tuned. And then right after that, he tweeted, folks are making a big deal about how the San Francisco Giants play over these series. Somehow it will determine Farhan's fate. Not so. That decision has already been made by ownership. Information is being leaked to the media. Something will change in the front office. We will know what October 1st. So, guys, I mean, what do you guys make of this? This is something coming from Marty Lurie. He's been following the team for a long time. Yeah, exactly, Christian. So I have no reason to doubt what Marty is saying here. It sounds like he knows what's going on, and it wouldn't surprise me. But the decision's already been made, and honestly, and he makes a valid point here. Do these next series, does this series against the Orioles, the Orioles, Royals, D-backs, and Cardinals really is a determining factor on what happens with the front office? No, it doesn't. I think, as he said, I'm pretty sure they're already starting to lay the groundwork on what's going to happen in the future. So what are the changes going to be? I don't know. And maybe this is what we could start talking about. Who are the guys out there would you guys be excited to see come run baseball operations for Giants? I mean, I got that movie where I got Soto, Vladdy, and I got Sabian in there. Is Sabian out of the question? Is it seem a little bit too much? I don't know. Maybe not. Who else, guys? I mean, I wouldn't be upset if Sabian came back. Who else would you like to see? Oh, I agree, Skaters. I miss him doing the post games on. I used to call in. I called in for like literally a decade. Every weekend during baseball, I would call in a Marty show every weekend for 10 years. Yeah, I want a baseball guy too, Hiroku. I'm on the same page. But who is it? Who is a baseball guy? I would love to see Ned Christian. But is he happy with what he's doing now? I don't know. I'm not speaking for him, but he seems to dig the whole teaching, being a scout for the San Jose Sharks, But is that to say he wouldn't want to come back? Who knows, man? We'll find out soon enough. What do you think, Glenn?
That's an interesting, Marty Lurie's a man who knows what's going on. He's got the
pulse
dike there. So I got another one for you, Eric. I don't know where this is going, what we're going to find out about this, but are you ready for this one? Multiple sources have confirmed that Jordan Hicks has developed a habit of spitting in the bullpen.
Oh, come on. I don't know. Is that legit? I've seen it, but it's not coming from
I've already reached out to the San Francisco Police Department. Apparently they met with the Giants at 12:45 yesterday.
Oh, shit. Do you have that report by chance, or can you not divulge it? Or
I can't give any more details this time, but I thought this is interesting.
I'm not gonna comment on that until I see something actually that's being written. I'm not gonna say anything, because that could
we're not reporting it. We're just saying that is, that's
I don't
floating around out there, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens.
I don't know. I'm
waiting for a phone call back. So
no, supposedly he was spitting at the officers, and I also heard some other things too. I don't know if there's any truth behind it. I'm not going to even go down that and make any kind of speculation.
All right, we'll just leave it, and I'll wait and see if we get something for tomorrow night's show.
Yeah, I saw that too. So if anything comes out, we will definitely talk about it. I just want to make sure, hey, we know what's going on. Yeah, exactly. At the cops, or I should say on the cops. Yeah, not a good look if that's the case. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's not, because that's just bad.
That's how to play. Bad. That's how to not play yourself out of a job.
And that's the game's already tough.
Right on, Cryptic. He says it's beyond weird.
100%.
Weird.
100%. And the game's already tough enough, right? Why add more to it? Yeah, I understand. People get frustrated, especially if you're not performing in the way that you want to perform. Maybe you got a way that you want to express your frustration. Let me say this right. Frustrations, not frustrations. Frustrations. There's a healthy way to do that. Spitting on the police is not one of them.
No. Hey, coming up on Sunday's show, Giant Sports Talk Live Sunday night. We'll be recapping all the weekend action, but 4:30, somewhere around there. We're at the will of our guest, but we've got a special guest lined up. Longtime Major League pitcher Bryn Smith will be on the show. He'll talk about
all right,
playing the game of baseball in the National League. He'll talk about the San Francisco Giants. He was a longtime Montreal Expo. And
Nice.
He's going to join us and talk some ball. How about that?
Hey, cool. That's cool. It's always good to have someone on talking some baseball, Was he ever in a playoff series?
Oh, yes.
Okay. That's why I'm going to talk to him about that kind of situation because we're getting close. What is it like to get towards the end of the season when you're in the chase for a playoff berth? And I'm guessing he probably played in a time where there wasn't a wild card, right? You had to win the division and that was it. That's what I'm guessing.
That's right. That's right. And
So
I'm just looking it up now. I believe, Eric, he played in that series with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I could be wrong, but the Montreal Expos played the LA Dodgers in the early 80s. The game went to a fifth and deciding game or fourth. I think it was the fifth. It was the deciding game to go to the World Series. Dodgers, Expos, and that was, according to lore, it's the first time a manager, Jim Fanning, went to the bullpen and he brought in a starting pitcher, Steve Rogers.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Rogers served up a tater to Rick Monday on a late Monday afternoon in Montreal. That's why they always call it.
Look, that's Monday. Why. Here we go. We're going to divert a little bit. It's still baseball. That's why what Madison Bumgarner was able to do out of the bullpen is absolutely incredible. Starting pitcher,
by the way, he was also I got the stats here. I wasn't listening to you. Sorry. He was also in their history books he won the first ever game in Colorado Rocky history. He's got a few little feats here we'll talk about. It's kind of interesting.
Nice.
I don't care if it's Giants baseball when it comes to the guests. I just like having guests on who take us back.
I just want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear what they have to say. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially with the playoffs around the corner.
Right. By going back to the specialness of Madison Bumgarner, because look, a starting pitcher coming out of the bullpen, look, it's not easy. A starting pitcher, usually they have routines, and coming out of a bullpen is not exactly in their repertoire of coming into a game. So it's not easy. So for what Madison Bumgarner was able to do in that 2014 World Series, especially in Game 7, was absolutely fantastic. RJ coming. No worries, boys. We have Hicks 3 more seasons at $12 million. So that's $1 million per win and a bucket of spit. What a bargain. That's pretty good, RJ. That's pretty good. When we get confirmation on these stories, we'll be right here to talk about it. That's pretty good. Yeah, Timmy did some great work in 2012. He did some good work in 20. They called him I think Marty Lurie, matter of fact, coined the phrase. He's the Golden Gate Bridge. He was the bridge from the starter to the end to the closer. Jordan Hicks is sneaky good. Poor Katna. Goodness gracious. All right, but anyways, guys. So tell me, I want to hear you guys. We kind of got a little bit diverted here.
My fault.
You want a baseball guy. You want a baseball guy to run baseball operations for the San Francisco Giants. Let me hear some names, guys. You know, we hear the normal, the Ned Collettis, the Brian Sabians, Kim Ning. I've heard. There's Posey. I've heard. Who mentioned? What's his name? I heard same couple of people mention. Used to be for the Cubs GM. Now he's playing. Now he's up at the MLB office. Can't think of his name. The young kid. There it is. Justin. Teo Epstein. That's who it is. You got Teo Epstein. Who else is out there? I don't know who else would be out there. Who's going to get fired? Christian, all things considered, I'd take Hicks over Duvall. Yeah, you might. Kaplik, Dreg. Shut your mouth. God. Could you imagine that? Oh, could you imagine that? I'd be done. 100%, I would be done with the San Francisco Giants. If they bring Kepler back as a GM, look, this is all jokes. It's all joke. I know. It's all jokes. But if they did something like that, I'd be done with the San Francisco Giants. I'd turn this channel would no longer be Giant Sports. It would be, I don't even know what it would be. I don't know what it would be, Glenn. I don't know. Oh, man. Bring in LaRussa and get some more. Ooh, look at that. Another name that I have been heard, and someone mentioned it in the chat yesterday, was Billy Owens. I guess he works for the A's. I don't know much about him. Here, you know what? Let's Scott Harris, I think he's like what he's doing in Detroit. Detroit, man. You see what Detroit's doing? We're going to get into the out-of-town scoreboard here pretty soon. But Detroit is making some noise. He may not want to leave Detroit, to be honest with you.
Nope, they won again today. Little heads up.
All right, let's see what this Billy Owens is all. I've heard Marty Lurie talk about him on his show. And I've seen a few people talk about it. Oh, here we go.
I don't know about you, Eric, but I think the time will come that they need to go out and get somebody who's experienced, a name that has gotten the job done. Didn't we just go down this road with Farhan? Let's take a different approach. No, get a guy who can get the job done right out of the gate for us and turn this ship in the right direction. Would that be port side? I don't know what they are. Turn it port side.
I want to see what he exactly is. Ooh. Can I read this without? I might be lucky here. Here, let's take a look, guys. Let's read this article.
Story time with Eric.
Story time. It's Baseball America. Let's see if it shuts me out here. Let's hear what this guy has to do.
You're going to get 2 paragraphs in. It's going to ask you to subscribe. I can see
it probably will. Here we go. Athletics executive Billy Owens is a student of the game. I like it already. Sign him up. Oh, here we go. In the 75 years since Jackie Robinson integrated MLB, 6 black people have held the de facto title of MLB general manager. One of the few individuals with tangible chance to increase the number to 7 is Billy Owens, the athletics director of player personnel and assistant general manager. Owens joined the organization as a minor league hitting coach and an area scout in 1999. He was promoted to the East Coast cross-checker in 2003 and moved to the front office in 2004. At the height of the Moneyball era, over the decades, he has built a reputation for his ability to scout amateur players and professionals at a high level. I like it.
I'm liking him already.
A true student of the game and its history. Owens recognizes the importance of the first 6 black GMs for trailblazing the path for his own career as an executive. Bill Lucas, Bob Watson, Ken Williams, Tony Reagans, Dave Stewart, and Michael Hill were able to hold the esteemed title of general manager and cultivate and organize as pioneers and heroes, Owen said. When you go back to the history of baseball, those guys truly made an impact. And guys like myself are trying to climb that mountaintop in order to increase the numbers. They did that while galvanizing and trying to move forward. And it's huge to truly be part of that history and to keep it alive and moving forward is a special opportunity and a remarkable feeling.
Local guy.
Owens was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area in the 1970s, and his favorite player growing up was Los Angeles native Eddie Murray. The young Owens, who was a switch-hitting first baseman, patterned his game after the Orioles Hall of Famer. Owens had a successful collegiate career as a backup quarterback and a star first baseman at Arizona. Baltimore must have taken notice. Orioles drafted Owens in the 3rd round in 1992, and he played professionally for 7 seasons, reaching AAA. I probably looked too much into the numbers and read too much literature as a player, Owens said. I always knew who was hitting what and what pitchers had certain numbers. I was always somewhat scouting members of my own team and my opponents. Interesting. Owens always knew he wanted to continue to work in baseball after his playing career ended. Whether it was a couple of injuries or AAA pitching, I started to realize that I might have to choose another path to stay working in baseball. Owens' eureka moment came in 1998 while playing for the Astros AA Jackson affiliate. A scout, Ron Hopkins, chatted with Owens during a rain delay. I was on a stacked AA team that included Lance Berkman, Julio Lugo, and Freddie Garcia, Owens said. I didn't think anything of it when Hopkins and I talked about the trade that sent Randy Johnson to the Astros for Garcia and 2 other prospects. I just thought we were catching up and sharing knowledge. Hopkins cold called Owens that offseason to gauge his interest in becoming a scout. I thought about where I was as a player and what my realistic trajectory was. I sort of scouted myself, Owens said, after thinking about it for 2 weeks. I decided to call back and said yes. Did an interview, and that's how my odyssey started. Let me see. Now this is okay. Owens, first post-playing step in 1999 was key. He worked as an area scout for half the season and as a hitting coach for a short season, Southern Oregon for the other half. It was easy to see there was a ton of good players out there, Owens said. It was exhilarating to learn the craft and to see guys from different lenses than the playing perspective. Being a short season coach during the summertime gave me a balance where I was able to canvas and cultivate the areas I was assigned to and then get to coach and direct those same kids during the summertime. Owens' views being linked to the colors of his hometown as a blessing, his inner child was gleamed with pure joy since his very first day with the A's.
What do you think? Are you reading too much Moneyball in it?
No, I'm not. I'm not reading no Moneyball into it.
Really?
I read zero Moneyball into that. Do you? What do you guys think?
I kind of did, and I saw a few things in the chat.
Any ties to the A's, F them. I'm not going to go there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think by hearing that article talking about Billy Owens, who could be a guy that has been talked about. I've seen it in the chat, and I've heard Marty Lurie talk about it. I mean, is this a guy that you would like? I like what he's saying. They say he's a true student of the game. He likes the history of the game. That tells me he's invested in wanting to put out a product. That's what I'm guessing.
If we have any semblance of a Moneyball team again, I'm just going to throw myself into China Basin. I'm serious.
I don't think he says he's not an analytic guy. Remember, he said he's looking too much into the numbers. He wants to use his eyes, the eyeballs, because like he said, it's a different perspective from when you're playing and watching. He was a scout. Okay. This guy was a scout.
Okay.
He also was a coach. Farhan was not a scout. Farhan was not a coach, guys. I think this is someone who is not a Farhan. But anyways, is there anyone else out there? Who's Michael Holmes? Never heard of Michael Holmes. Patil, look, he's doing the same thing that Farhan did when he was in LA. Nothing. Because it's the guy ahead of him that's doing all the work. That's it. It was just like when Farhan was in LA, it was Andrew Friedman running the show. Just like here, Farhan's running the show. The GMs aren't doing anything. Cashman? I don't know. A guy with zero ties with Farhan. I don't think he has any ties with Farhan, does he? Not that I know of. Michael Holmes is the scouting director right now. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't. Well, here's the deal, and I think this is what we have to look at this, guys. To be a president of baseball operations or a GM, whatever the heck you want to call them, it's the same damn job. Not only do you have to be a good evaluator of talent, not just prospects, but in the rest of the league, but you also got to be a negotiator. If you can't be able to talk to agents, talk to other executives on other clubs, not being able to foster relationships with these guys, if you can't do that, you're not going to go anywhere. You have to be not just an evaluator, but you got to be a negotiator, a leader, someone who understands personal communication, right? If you can't do that in this, then he's not going to go anywhere, man. He's not going anywhere. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out. I'm guessing the team probably has already made the decision and they're just going to wait. And the reason why I say that, there was 2 interviews that I remember distinctly that I was a part of. It was when Ned Colletti and Marty Lurie, and they both said exactly the same thing, but like a month apart, because that's how long it was before we had them.
Michael Holmes won't be here.
No.
He was the assistant to Farhan Zaidi in Oakland.
No. No, we don't know, though. We don't know. Maybe he's different than Far. Who knows? But the thing that they said is
he came up in the ranks. I don't know.
A club has to prepare for this during the end of the season to be ready to announce the decision once the season ends. Everything has to be quote unquote in order. So it sounds like maybe they're doing that with the articles that have come out. Who knows? I don't know if that's a timing thing. I don't know. Look, I don't know when I don't personally know the journalists who are putting out these stories, but it is coming towards the end of the season and when this stuff is starting to come out. So there could be something to it. We don't know. But again, I'll say this again, where there's smoke, there's fire. There's something to this. Marty Alluri is also alluding to this. So I got no reason to discredit or to not believe Marty. I got no reason to not believe. I know Kuroku's going to love this one. I have no reason to believe that Chapman is lying, talking about players, talking about wanting to come to San Francisco. We'll find out, guys. We'll find out.
Out of town scoreboard time.
Let's do it. I like it.
And now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
Detroit.
All right. What do we got here? Let me refresh, make sure this is good. In Seattle, Yankees are holding on to a 1-run lead. They only got 2 hits, but they're barely holding on. It's top of the 7th in Seattle. They're beating the Mariners right now, 1-0.
Soto 1 for 2. Judge 0 for 2.
So he got 1 of the hits.
Yay. You smile every time that name comes up. Look at this. I see the chicklets.
Athletics have beaten the Cubs 5-3.
Oh, you're killing me here. Oh my goodness. Oh, jeez. 5-3. There you go. Is that it, or are you just taking a little breath?
Whatever. Athletics, Cubs, it don't matter. You want to? Hey, take the next one. What happened in Colorado?
All right, 9-4 win. The Diamondbacks get a home run from Corbin Carroll, and another one from Corbin Carroll. Homers twice in the 9-4 victory, and out hitting Colorado 12-8.
Hey, Diamondbacks.
Colorado shot themselves in the foot, though. 2 errors in the game. So, whereas John Miller would say errors, and that cost the game. 9-4. Wow. Diamondbacks have been slumping as of late, so get a couple of home runs from Corbin Carroll. He's had a lopsided. His season's been topsy-turvy and all over the place. Been turbulent.
Started off extreme. Look, it's
dismal.
Slow is not even. Yeah, exactly. Slow is not even the word. It was, as you say, abysmal.
You know, he looked like back in the month of even May, April and May. You know, he reminded me of, when you look at him on the field, he looked like Donovan Watson.
Donovan Watson.
Or Walton, rather. Donovan Walton. That's who he was.
Oh, Donnie Walton?
Yeah. He had Donnie Walton kind of numbers.
Yeah, he did, which is Dookie. All right. What? 13 innings? Wow. White Sox lose to the Angels in 13 innings. They lose 4-3. All right, we've already talked about the Giants.
The Braves with a 7-1 win today. That game was in Cincinnati. The Braves needed that victory, Eric, and they came up with a big outing. Let me check the pitching. Your old pal, Spencer Schellenbach. He picked up the start in that game, and he got the win. 6 innings, only gave up a run. That was a big outing for him and the Braves. The Braves are still in that struggle with the New York Mets, and we're going to find out what the Mets did in just a couple of minutes.
All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh. Padres, holy crap. I watched this on, if you guys check out it, subscribe to the MLB YouTube. It's fantastic. They put up every day, they put up the highlights of every game that's been played, and sometimes they have special clips like when big things happen, like today. Ryan Pepio.
Oh, you didn't have to watch that game on. I figured you found that game somewhere on like the Murder Mystery Network. Where was the network? You remembered it. What was the one that we had?
True
TV. We had to find the game on True TV 2 days ago. That was crazy. What is it? Eric, every network wants a little chip of the pie lately, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Apple TV and Roku TV. And I told Eric numerous times on this show, any sporting event I want to watch in one of these odd networks, by the time I find the game, it's like top of the 7th inning. I'm like, geez, I wasted an hour trying to even find it. especially with the big satellite dish. My dish is moving. The neighbors must think I'm crazy. The dish is spinning around. I'm trying to find the right satellite. It's absolutely chaos out there.
All right.
But it's true. It's true. It's all over the place. And then
here
those Apple, I don't know if you Apple, you're going to have to explain to me some night about Apple TV. I can never find the Apple TV Plus. Now they come up with a Plus. I couldn't find Apple TV Game of the Week. Now I got to look for the Plus game.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Too deep for me.
But if you're going back to the MLB, if you subscribe to them, they showed Ryan Pepio. He had an immaculate inning today, which was fantastic. But one of the clips they had was the San Diego Padres went back to back in the 8th inning. Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, and our good friend Donovan Solano all went back to back. They beat the Astros 4-0. Yeah, how about that? San Diego is playing some really good baseball right now. This is the time you want to be hot, and they're showing it.
This is not the first time, Eric. In the past maybe 8 to 10 days, how many times have we seen back to back and mentioned it on this show?
Oh, a lot.
Three or four times, and it's not something you expect to see more than once or twice in a season. I don't know, back to back.
I'm telling you, I think what's happening. If you notice, it's happening more towards the end of the season because pitchers are a little bit more tired. So hitters can take a little bit more advantage, and they could do that. All right, what happened in Miami?
Big outing today for the LA Dodgers pitcher by the name of Landon Knack. Where they find the talent, boy, the scouts do their job. Landon Knack shut out the Marlins over 5 innings with 7 strikeouts in the win. So here you got a guy coming up. I don't know. I don't know. Dodgers scouting department. They've been doing it for years. And they come up with another guy out of the minors, and he's looking mighty good. 8-4 win. Dodgers trying to stay ahead of San Diego, who had already won. So that's a big win, really, for the Dodgers late in the season, picking up their 90th victory of the year. Absolutely.
And in Cleveland, you got the Guardians beat the Twins. This is where we're going to start getting into some interesting stuff when we get into the standings. Went to extra innings. Josh Naylor bat flips in style after 2 home runs versus the Twins. Look at that. That guy he's got some swag when he hits a ball out, man. He's got some swag. What was it last year when he had the little baby? He was cradling the baby, saying, "Who's your daddy?" That was pretty good. That was pretty good when he hit a home run last year. That was humorous. But yeah, Guardians beat the Twins 5-4 in Cleveland.
In Tampa, where it's probably not even as humid as it is here in Winnipeg. My hair's soaked here. I'm dying with the humidity here, Eric. But in Tampa, good news is they were in the Dome where the Red Sox picked up a 2-1 win. Trevor Story went deep in the victory for those Sox. Now we're getting into a good one. You're getting the good ones tonight.
Yeah, how about that?
The Mets.
Right, man.
Look at that.
Right, look at that. Whoo! Whoo!
Finding
Mets
Nemo.
10. Mets 10, Nationals zip. Woo! Man, that is something. Mets are playing. They're playing some damn good baseball, man. They are not making it easy for the Atlanta Braves, or for that matter, Arizona and maybe even San Diego, even though San Diego's playing just as well. But the Mets, I guess we could say that Mets and Padres have been playing some really good baseball. They might be a dark horse. We'll see. But again, Mets in your favorite place, Flushing, New York, flushed the Nationals right down the toilet. 10.
How do you come up with this? My
that.
favorite place? You get on.
You always talk about how much you love Flushing.
You and I both get on a roll. We use the same material, though. We wouldn't make great comedians, would we?
Yeah,
really.
It's not very original now.
No. I guess you're giving me a good one here. The Detroit Tigers, they are in a playoff hunt. Just checking the line on Skubal. He was the starting pitcher today. Picked up the victory, Eric. 5 innings, 3 hits. Gave up a run. Struck out 7. That was a big win for the Tigers. And when we take a look at, and we don't usually do it on a nightly basis, but lately, the wild card is really tightening up in the American League. All of a sudden, this Detroit Tiger team has shot up the standings, and they are making a race of it down final 10 games or so.
They're only
4-2 final.
They're only like a half a game behind.
Yeah, Riley Green had a home run, by the way, today in that game. All right, I'm looking forward more. The scores are all right. I'm looking forward. Every night I look forward more to the standings.
And look who clinched the NL Central today. The Milwaukee Brewers. I know we had a Brewers fan in here not that long ago. I think what was his name? I can't remember his name. But he was in here in the chat talking about the Brewers. Hey, they clinched the NL Central. Congratulations to the Brewers. We'll see how far they get into playoffs. They beat the Phillies 2-1. Good to see that. Congratulations, Milwaukee Brewers.
Yay. All right, Cardinals over the Pirates by a score of 10-5. That thing was a slug. Look at all the hits. 14-13. The Cardinals out-hit the Pirates.
Hits.
The Buccaneers fell a little bit short as Jordan Walker came up with the bases loaded, Eric, and he belted one deep. It went to the track and cleared the bases. Three-run shot. I guess it was a double and a 10-5 victory. So really a nothing game, but I guess it was exciting. 14-13. If you like hits, like offense, good game.
Yeah, if you like to see guys running around the bases, that was the game to watch.
If you like guys running around the bases, all you got to do is come in on dot night and watch the things moving around and around. Dots.
Exact opposite in Texas. Texas beat the Blue Jays only 2-0, only 5 hits apiece. Not exactly a whole lot, but there's a little bit of excitement. You got the Adolis Garcia connects for a 2-run home run. So yeah. Doesn't really
Cody
matter.
Bradford got the win. The loss went to Bowden Francis, who was pitching well for the Blue Jays. Oh, it's my favorite time of the night.
Here we go.
Talk Live.
Hey, look, they fixed this one finally. This morning it was all jacked up, remember? Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Anyways, Baltimore still sitting atop the first wild card in the AL. Kansas City Royals in the second. Minnesota Twins barely holding on to that third spot. Because as we just talked about, the Detroit Tigers, holy crap, won 4 in a row, 8-10 in their last, or 8-2 in their last 10. The teams above them, look at this. They're really starting to climb. Look, lost 1, lost 4, lost 3.
Yeah.
Detroit Tigers, man, they may make it. They do. They may just make
something. And, the good news is we didn't have to make it. If you were with us in Giant Sports Talk Live, the morning edition, Eric and I basically pulled the standings out of our butt. They went haywire during the show from ESPN. Thank you very much. So we kind of made it up as we went along. So we were pretty damn close, weren't we? We were. We were. Now, this we didn't have to make up. We know where the Giants sit. They've actually moved ahead for all you care over the Cincinnati Reds. However, oh, what a race. Look at that. The Mets, Diamondbacks, Braves, those guys are going to be flip-flopping.
It's another four. It's a 4-game. It's a 4-team in both the American and National League.
Yeah.
Braves, Diamondbacks, Mets, Padres, and then we got up here Detroit, Minnesota, Kansas City, and Baltimore. So it's going to be fun.
I'm going to watch some Detroit Tiger baseball over the next week. I haven't done that.
Why not?
No.
San Francisco Giants, they're getting close to being the next victim of the E.
Yep.
The E. So we'll see what happens. Let's keep an eye on it. All right, what do we got here? I see people talking about Bryce Eldridge. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Sacramento River Cats.
Oh, by the way, if you're joining us on the YouTube tonight, we're trying to get in touch with Twitter, X. The link not working today. So if you were over on X looking for us, we're not there tonight.
No, and we don't stream on the Twitter we stream on 2 YouTube channels and the Giant Sports Talk Live Twitter. But when we have shows over on Northern California Sports and Entertainment, that will be streamed also on the Northern California Sports and Entertainment.
You got it.
There we go. Meckler was 2-4. Estrada 0-4. Eldridge 2-4. 1 run scored, 1 walk. So he got on base 3 times, 1 strikeout. Looked good for him. Meckler had a home run. Good for him. What's Matos doing? 1-4, batting .255. But this is nice to see. But again, it is a small sample size. But this is what I like to see. He's getting hits, man. Getting hits. That's what we're talking
crap.
about.
Eric, this just in. Do we have any breaking news music? I guess we don't.
We got breaking news? No, I don't.
All right. According to my sources, the Baltimore Orioles, following their loss to the San Francisco Giants tonight, had designated Craig Kimbrell for assignment.
Oh, yeah, that came out. That came out earlier today. Yep, they got rid of him.
Gone. Just gone. Oh, my God, this close to the World Series run. And, talk about a slap in the backside. Get the hell out of here and don't – get the hell out of here and don't let the door hit you on the way out. My gosh.
You know what the Orioles said, right?
What'd
Now
they say?
you've really pissed me off. That's what they said.
Weirdo.
You weirdo.
You did that one better than me. You weirdo.
What do we got here?
Maybe he doesn't want to leave.
Who knows?
He doesn't want to leave. They're going to kick him out, say, we have a learning disability here.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, their closer, he's going to be back next year, right? Batista? I think he had Tommy John at the end of last year.
What the hell are they going to do? This is shades of the Giants. They're 10 days or so away from the postseason, and they get rid of their closer. Holy crap.
Yep.
Oh,
Absolutely.
talk about sports radio in the Baltimore area talking about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Shades of the Giants here in Baltimore this week. That's what it should
Yeah,
be.
he was horrible for the Phillies and the Orioles. Yeah, Craig Kimbrell hasn't been the same.
Pitching? What the hell is this? I went to see him in Oakland this year, an A's game on a Sunday afternoon. What is up with his pitching? He's got
I don't know
a
why he
broken
does that.
wing. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. That's something he does. And
Gimmicks.
whatever, man. Whatever.
He was good in the day, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he was. When he was on his game, man, he was good. No doubt about it. But he's just not the same. He's just not the same. Hold on. Where did I see this? Boom, boom, boom. Hold on 1 second.
What's wrong?
Something about Eldridge. He had a quote. A pretty awesome quote, to be honest with you. Something you like to hear from a young prospect. See if I can find it.
Oh, okay. You do that.
See if I can find it.
I am just checking out. Put on a happy face.
Here we go. I like this. You guys will dig this quote, guys. You will dig this quote. Comes from Susan Slusser. Yes, you are correct, Heckmo.
Hey, it's working now, by
You
the
win
way.
a cookie.
Somebody in the chat said we are back, and we're working on the NCSL there, so that's good.
Top Giants prospect Bryce Eldridge's meteoric rise lands him in Sacramento, and he has oodles.
Thanks, Crip.
Oodles of confidence to go with his size and power.
I haven't heard that word in a long time in the media. Oodles.
Anyways, let's get to the important part. Here's Eldridge. This is his quote. I'm going to get to the big show as quick as possible and be the guy in San Francisco for a long time.
These kids got confidence.
I like the confidence.
He looks like a ball player, doesn't he? Passes
He
the
does.
eye test to me.
Well, remember,
guy there.
Hey. Matter of fact, we have a fellow chat member whose son got a chance to talk to Bryce Eldridge. Let's take a look. And I know that music's going to wind up killing us one day. I hate that. It's dumb. That's why I'm talking over it, guys. I'm talking over it so we don't wind up getting freaking hammered for a stupid copyright. Stupid. All right, here we go.
Get a bomb, you have to give me your back.
All right, we're done.
Postgame. Thank you so much, Bryce.
I got you.
How's it going, Bryce?
Good. How you doing?
Hey, you're having a great season, man. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yep.
How many your eye?
I was playing travel ball.
That's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. What happened?
I was at bat, and a guy that was like your size threw a ball.
How old are you?
I'm 11.
You ever seen 6, 8, 11-year-old?
But we were playing in a 12U tournament.
They're playing up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And he was throwing around 72 miles per hour.
Hit you in the eye.
Yeah.
Did you fight him?
I was
Charge
gonna,
throw?
but I was in the back of the box trying.
There you go. Our very own senior softball games, son, Charlie, wearing a Shuckers hat, by the way. I just noticed that. Wearing a Shuckers hat. Yeah, you could see that kid is 19 years old. 19 years old. And look how he comports himself. Cryptic, you're
Who
spot
I
on.
tell you he looks like, though?
Bryce.
Even the base, the way he stands at the plate. Who does he look like?
Yeah, Bryce. He looks like Bryce.
No, I think he looks like Bellinger.
Oh, okay. I could see the Bellinger, too. I could see the Bellinger for the height, because Bellinger is taller.
Height, the
Is
bat stance.
Yeah, maybe. Cryptic says he's oozing star power. Thank you for not using oodles. I appreciate that, Cryptic. Don't ever use oodles on the show. Anyways, yeah, this is going to be something. This is going to be something special, guys. I think he makes the team out of spring training.
Speaking of oodles, Eric, one of the chapters in my upcoming book, whenever I get around to writing it.
Oh, don't tell me it's oodles.
We had a promotion one night in the American Hockey League. So I'm broadcasting the game. And of course, when there's this, when the glass breaks or something like that, you're not prepared for that. So you end up having to talk for 45 minutes. Usually they have to beat my mouth to death with a big stick anyway. So I was okay there. But it's what happened to cause the stoppage. They decided to give away, I think it was Kraft or whatever the company. It was Kraft night at the stadium. So everybody coming to the game got a couple of boxes of Kraft dinner. So whatever happened during the game.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah, Kraft dinner. You call it mac and cheese in the States, right? Kraft dinner, mac and cheese boxes. So what happens? There was a play. The referee got, there was fights and all hell broke loose. So what do the fans do?
Start throwing the mac and cheese.
18,000 fans open up the boxes and throw them. There were noodles. So it became Oodles and Oodles of Noodles night at the Fredericton Coliseum.
Wow.
That one went down in history in AHL, yeah. It was the Oodles and Oodles of Noodles night. You had to be there.
Oh, my.
And then they were trying to, what happened was, you know how hard they are coming out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just lick one, dip it on your tongue, and they start to get kind of
they get tacky. Right?
They stuck to the ice. They were out with like the chipper. It took forever. Had to take an hour and a half to get the game back underway. And lest I say, they never did an Oodles and Oodles of Noodles night ever again.
Wow.
Who
the hell would want to get a box of mac and cheese going to a game? I don't get it.
Yeah, well, the sponsors.
Yeah.
Sponsors spend their money, Eric. Teams don't question where the money comes from sometimes.
Man, give up some cheese or something. I don't know. Good.
Well, they tried everything. They used to have puck night. All my life, you go to the game and I was like, boy, you get like the team puck. Couldn't do that. They were throwing the pucks at the players. Yeah. It was crazy. They've had so many promotions. Maybe I'll make a list of them for one of our upcoming shows, or I'll talk about it over on Northern California Sports and Entertainment.
You know what I miss?
There were some wild ones.
I don't know if they still do this at baseball games, but remember they used to hand out the miniature wooden bats? I haven't seen that in a long time.
See that going south.
No, there was no. Well, maybe in this day and age, who knows? But
although I don't think
they used to give the little miniature wooden bats, man.
Just a couple of weeks ago, when I was over at the one of the games, don't remember who it was we were playing. I came over, ran back to my San Francisco base, and you and I did the show together. Mm-hmm. I was coming down the at the top of the escalator, where we departed the second level.
Yep.
And when I went to get on around the sharp corner, I saw the guy's nice Mike Yastrzemski bat. And I wish I had said something now in retrospect, because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, they don't let you walk through the stadium with a bat like that.
Yeah, right.
He's standing right beside me. So the next night, I go into the little gift shop. If you guys know the ballpark, when you get up to the second level, they have it's a little gift shop, and it's like the game-worn material, sand from the stadium, all that. The high-end jerseys, they're all in this little dugout store, so to speak, tiny little store. I said, "Hey, boys," and they all know me. "Hey, boys, what's up?" "Oh, it's a rough day. Last night we had a Yastrzemski bat stolen." I'm like, "Oh, no," he said, "we had a bat stolen." I go, "Let me guess. Amber color and black, said Yastrzemski on it." The guy's just, "Yeah." I go, "Yeah, I saw it. I saw it walk down the ramp and out to the escalator yesterday." He goes, "You got to be kidding." I go, "Yeah. Yeah." Because they won't let you leave. They have to be put, what, have you ever seen the plastic bat tubes with the rubbers on both ends?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way they have to be sold.
Interesting.
You're not allowed to have a bat in the stadium. So that's why I was curious. They can't do those miniature bat. They even had, miniature hockey stick nights. When you're a kid, you play in the house with a little stick. Don't do that in hockey anymore either.
Man, what happened to all the fun? People just ruin it, man. That's what happens.
Somebody loses an eye and, that's it.
Yep.
No more.
Ibrahim says, dude is going to be a stud. Talking about Eldridge. Speaking of which, this Saturday, guys, I don't know who's interested. So far, there's only going to be 3 of us. Me,
what happened? What happened?
Croquet Films came in the other day, said he wasn't interested. And I haven't heard from Sports Guy at all. So it's going to be myself, Ibrahim, and Mo G. We could get another 3. If there's another 3 out there that want to go, we're going to the River Cats game on Saturday night. Ibrahim is getting us tickets. You don't have to pay for a ticket, right, Ibrahim?
Way to go, Ibrahim. Man
I
of the
think
hour.
I'm saying this right. I don't want to misspeak for Ibrahim, but I think the tickets are paid for. So I think it's a 6:37 game time in Sacramento. Should be a good time. We want to go watch Bryce Eldridge take care of some business.
You don't have to get a ticket at all, but I will be there in spirit. I'd be there if I could, Eric.
Look at that. All paid. There we go. Oh, Cryptic. That sucks, dude.
Abraham gets credit where credit's due. I can't go back in the chat far enough to find it, but he had the quote of the night again tonight. We should give an award at the end of the week for the best quote. Yeah. He says the Landon Knack, the Dodgers pitcher, Eric, I talked about earlier, had a big game today. He said, if he was a batter, what would his walk-up song be? He said, My Sharona.
My Sharona.
Now, I get it. Do you?
No.
Do you know who sings? What band sings do you know the song My? I'd play it, but
My Sharona. Yeah, I don't know.
What band sings that?
My Sharona.
Pretty woman. That's the Knack.
The Knack. Well, there you go. That makes sense now.
As always, Ibrahim comes up with our quote of the night, our punny, if you will. Good job, buddy.
There we go.
Hey, and good job. I'll tell you what, stepping up to the plate for the guys in the chat and for Eric. And I wish I was going to be there, man. Eric and I had a great afternoon in the sun watching a loss to the Miami Marlins, but still, it was a great afternoon. I wish I was there with you guys.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hey, Senior, are you going to be able to make it on Sunday night, or I'm guessing you're indisposed of for the weekend? Man, that would be awesome. It's all paid for, man. It's all paid for. Where's Grand Admiral, man? He lives in Elk Grove. Man, where you at, Grand Admiral? I haven't seen you in a while.
Is Mo G going? He's up your way.
Mo G's going. Me, good. Mo G, and Ibrahim so far.
Oh, I thought there would be a whole plethora of you guys. There's more guys live up there, but there was more at our get-together at Oracle Park. You go figure that one out.
Yeah, that was awesome. You're going to be in Ripon. Damn, that sucks. Maybe on your way back. What time are you going to be back on Sunday? You're probably going to be wiped out, though. That would suck.
Hiroki says I can't go because I hate the Giants organization. I think that's going to be a huge day. You get to see.
I get what he's doing. I get what he said. He's sticking to his guns. He's showing his. Yeah, hey, I'm not doing this, man.
Oh, look. Oh, Eric, soak it in, my friend. You are about to see the future of Giants baseball.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell me, guys. Here we go.
By the way, I'm sorry, Eric. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm not bringing it tonight as good. I'm not feeling very good.
Yeah, it was a.
I told Eric I had 8 spinal injections yesterday, and now
that's right.
I'm on my medication. My back is like bruised beyond. So, Eric, you wait till you get old, man.
I hear you. I ain't got the best back either, dude. To be honest with you, not like you. I don't got freaking pins or anything.
I got I
don't want to do it either. I'd rather deal with the back pain.
4 posts in my neck, and I got to go in for another surgery next year so they can tighten up the screws in my neck. It's like I'm about the $25 man. That's what I am.
Did you ever see Evel Knievel when the amount of metal that was in his back?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just saw Evel Knievel yesterday. He was on the Bionic Woman.
No, there you go.
Yes.
Damn,
remember back in the 80s how on a Monday night, I don't know what it would be, a Monday night where I grew up was Monday nights on like the local TV, the Prime Network, and they would have the big night, coming next Monday. Evel Knievel tries to jump Snake Canyon or the buses or
Oh,
that
wow.
was big in my day, like
was.
WWF is today, man.
That was
so
big.
huge.
Wide World of Sports, I think it was on with what Evil Knievel. Look at
Wide
Darren
World of Sports. I grew up with 2 channels out in the country. You lived
for Wide World of Sports.
for Wide World of Sports. Yeah. The thrill of victory and the
Agony of defeat. Darren says that's oodles of spinal injections.
Yeah, it's not pleasant, I'll tell you that. I got another one coming up.
Is it
end of the
helping at
month.
all? Is that saltwater crap helping?
Oh, that was the saltwater injections in my neck. That's not that. This is separate. I had 2 sets yesterday. They go, while you're here, we'll do the back injections. I'm like, excuse. I told you off air what the guy said. I go, has anybody ever? This is what I always do. I go, has anybody ever died from this? He goes, well, we've had to call the ambulance a few times because we can nick a lung when we go in there. I'm like, what happened to bedside manner? Nah, okay.
Nick a lung? How
That's
deep
why.
is that?
Listen,
What is
Eric,
that needle this long? You're gonna nick a lung? Get out of here, man.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Eric, I told you it was like one of the. You ever see a movie like they got to take blood from a cow and the thing is a big silver thing with a big round knob? That's what they did yesterday. Yeah. And they go, okay, here it comes. And you know when you get an injection, they just kind of go. The guy goes, oh, like he's putting it in my butt. Just bump. I'm like, ah, oh, dude, I'll tell you how painful it was. They have you lay on the table, but you have to have your arms at your side to tight, like it tenses your back up. And they Velcro. I felt like I was going into an institution. They Velcro my hands.
No.
Eric just walked out the hall. He's gone. No. I'm not even watching this, right?
No. What do you mean Velcro your arms together? Get the hell out of here, man. You know why? Yeah. They don't want people throwing hands.
Well, they don't want you moving and like
I get
in your back.
Damn,
but I'm telling you, I was a little scared. Anyway, that's just another. Maybe that'll be another chapter for my book, Eric. The day I got my spinal injections.
Oh man, dude, I've had a couple of epidurals. Those weren't bad. I didn't mind the epidural. Those didn't bother me. But I don't know about having some of this other crap being in. No, not going to do it. Here, guys, real quick. Got sidetracked a bit. Now that we got, we're excited. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Now we got
the battle of.
You know what that means. You know what that means, guys. Come on. Come on.
Must have to do with Soto.
Let's have it. Yeah. And I know people are going to get pissed off already because I'm bringing up Soto. I do that every night, but whatever. Is that not exciting to have Soto and Eldridge in the same lineup?
Oh.
Right? Wouldn't that be?
Darn right it is.
Right? Come on, man. They're both young. Man. Both of them in the same lineup. One of them hitting a 2-hole, the other one hitting in the 4-hole. Come on!
Spanking that ball out toward McCovey Cove.
Oh! And then you got Adames in there as well. And then you got Ramos. Look, I'm out of here. There you go. They're already starting. But honestly, gosh dang, man. Love it. Would love. What's up, Ed? Why is everyone rejecting my trade offers? Oh,
probably because in the football, probably because they suck. I've gotten 5 trade offers in the past week since we started. 2 weeks since we started, Eric.
You know,
and you ain't taking advantage of me. Just stop sending them to me.
Now, one thing. How old was Rendon when he went to the Angels? He was a little bit older, right? Our tank slogan could be "Stink for Soto." I don't know, man. I think there could be something that could be done there. If you're a hardcore Giants fan, would you be disappointed if you got Soto and you had Eldridge?
Eric doesn't want anyone but Soto.
Is there anyone else you need? Honestly,
Adames and Soto.
Adames and Soto, and of course a starting pitcher. Adames, Soto, and a starting pitcher. Call it done.
Yeah, and you get a good hitter like Eldridge, they're going to have to pitch to him.
Look, that's what I'm saying. If you have, I don't know who you'd want to lead off, but if you got Soto in the 2-hole, then you could have Ramos in the 3-hole, Eldridge in the cleanup spot, Ramos in the 5-hole. Come on. And then who else would be your left? I don't know who'd be your left. Then you can move Chapman down to freaking 7th. Because we're stuck with Chapman now, right? You're stuck with him. So there's
Jesus, I could see them leaving. I could see them leave. Well, Soto comes in, that changes the picture a little. Soto's not batting cleanup, obviously, because of Judge.
Yeah. He goes, how is Soto not hitting over 300?
Eric, you're going to call me stupid, which you probably have done many times under your breath. However, I could see them just leaving Chapman batting cleanup. And Soto will bat
you can't.
third.
Nope. It makes if you're going to bat Chapman and clean up, get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, exactly, Cryptic. That's what I'm saying. 6 or 7. I'm fine with Chapman being in the
I'm
6
thinking
or 7.
6 myself.
6 or 7.
Or even 5th. I'll settle it.
No. But well, if we get the guys that I'm saying, yeah. But yeah, he better be 6 or 7, 100%.
But I think you'd end up moving. Geez, I think you'd put Ramos deeper down the lineup. You're going to have Jung-Hoo Lee lead off, Fitzgerald second, Soto will back clean up. So you'll have Eldridge third, Soto fourth, Chapman 5th or 6th. All of a sudden, this lineup's looking a hell of a lot better.
Let's take a look at something here, guys.
Lee 2? No, Lee, you know what? They're going to have Lee as the.
I forgot. Lee. Oh, I forgot about. See, I even forgot about Lee.
And then Fitzgerald bats second.
No, you got.
I do it the other way around, but I'm telling you, Lee's been a leadoff guy his whole career, and that's where they're going to play him.
I don't want Kim. I'd rather have Adames. I don't want Kim. Giants already got too many players like Kim. Get someone like an Adames.
Right on, Cryptic. Lee will lead off, not a doubt.
Here we go. Look at this. This
Kyle.
is his average.
Kyle didn't hear the news. He says Soto isn't coming here.
Look at this. He's got a career 285, a career 420, a career 533, and his OPS is a career 954. Look at how old he is. This is the key right here, guys.
25.
Rookie of the year, 2nd place. MVP was 9th. MVP 5th. He was an all-star. MVP 2nd. All-star. All-star. All-star.
He's an all-star, Eric.
Come on, man. He's 25 freaking years old. Oh, dear God. I could totally just see it.
I can see the day they announce he signed somewhere else. Speaking of the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, all of a sudden you're going to be like,
okay, here we go. Here we go.
You're going to be so disappointed, Eric, if he doesn't sign.
No, I'm not, because I already know. I understand what the Giants do. But if there's a new front office, maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
I'm still going to call for it.
Skater's putting me in this. I'm just the sidekick on this one. He's pluralized that. You guys want to fantasize? Eric's the guy calling for Soto.
100%. Why is that not realistic?
I'm just the voice of realism.
Whether it happens or not is a different story, but it's 100% realistic. 100%.
Marcus says, Kim is really good. We would be lucky to have him.
Kim is, hold on, let's do this. I'm going to last 3 years. Here we go. Hold on. Got to do it this way. There. I'm going back from.
I'd rather Adames. I'd rather go younger.
Adames.
Younger. I'd rather younger. Somebody except Kim. And then you've got enough people now already that you can stick somebody at second base. All of a sudden, even a non-good hitter, you get a 200 hitter, a 220 hitter, Eric, surrounded by all this talent.
Oh, they're about the same. Honestly, they're about the same. Adames and Kim are almost the damn same.
I'd rather have
almost the same. The only thing is Adames has got more pop, more RBIs, more pop. Batting average, his is a little bit less. On base, Kim will take a walk, but everything else, slugging, OPS plus. Adames a little bit more. So, I don't know then. I don't know. Maybe it's not Willie Adames then. Then who is it, guys? Kim might have. You know what? That's a good question. I don't know if Kim has better defense. Someone look that up. Oh, wait. Who's this? Who are you saying this? Who are you talking about, Marcus? Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I think he's talking. Oh, he's talking about Kim. He said we should go after Kim. We'd be lucky to have him.
We'll see. Can't. wait for Kim to be ripping darts in the dugout.
Because Kim is a much
better defender. Okay, fair enough. But see, isn't that what the Giants did this last year? It's going to be about the defense.
I think I'm sure he's talking about Ha-Sung Kim Cryptic and saying, as long as it's not Kim Ing. I don't know.
Let me see.
I think that'd be, you know what? I think that'd be pretty cool. We get a female GM, Eric.
Hey, I don't care as long as they do a good job.
Yeah.
Let's see something here. Santander.
Oh, I think you're dreaming. Santander's not coming here. I think you got a better chance of getting Soto than Santander. He's not coming here, Eric.
Look how old he's going to be. He's 29. What is he right now? Oh, he's almost 30 years old.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Soto is 4 years younger.
People jump on the bandwagon of these. Oh, somebody goes out and says, "Yeah, we got it. Oh, we're going to sign Santander." Okay.
I know average
isn't in the street. We're going to get Soto.
I know average isn't looked at a lot, but it is indicative. A batting average does hold some value, guys. It shows you if you're hitting the ball, right? Getting on base percentage 307, slugging 469. Career of looks very San Francisco Giant-ish to me. Now I'm not impressed. Yeah, this year having a monster year, 41 home runs. I get it, but is that what people are falling in love with? Are they falling in love with this 1 year? This year, so far he's at 145. Before he's 152 or 153, 152. Before that, 110. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
Abraham says he promises.
Isn't Santander and even Teoscar, isn't that similar what the Giants have already been doing?
Yeah.
Isn't that similar to getting Haniger and Soler and Conforto? Seriously, that's what I'm saying. I want to set the bar high. High, guys. I want it high. I don't want down here. I want it up here.
We'll have Santander. We'll have Canna. We might have Flores. Well, then where's the beauty of next year?
That's what I want. I want them to go big. I'm tired of this mid. Hey, let's just get a couple of guys to look. I don't want to build around a Chapman. I want to build around someone like I'll go with Vladdy. Build around Vladdy. I'm good with that too. I just don't know if that's going to get done.
Go to the chat, Eric. Look at this. Now, what do you make of this one? Arise makes a lot of contact, but I don't think he's that much better than Wade. People really need to erase RBIs and average from the stats they care about. I think Arise is it's night and day.
Arise is amazing.
It's night and day.
Yeah.
Getting him was a steal.
Would it be easier, skaters, talk to me about this. Would it not be easier just to open up the bank for Soto than trying to trade for Vladdy and then signing him? Because now you look to get Vladdy, unless you want to wait until 2026. Unless you want to wait till 2026. But then there's a lot of you've got to wait. And who knows what could happen in that you leave the door open for Toronto to just give them the bank next year.
Hey, Addy.
Think about this. What's up, buddy? Think about this. If Vladdy, say he has that one last year in Toronto, Glenn has already said Toronto's got a shit ton of money, right?
Yeah.
So what they're going to do, you know what they're going to do?
Communications.
This is what they're going to do. They're going to sign Vladdy long-term next year so he doesn't go to free agency, and then the Giants have missed out. So either you trade him this year or you try to get Soto. Otherwise, you're missing out on both. Eldridge is going to be your first baseman. Vladdy could be a DH. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. We need
Eldridge is your first baseman.
We need a first baseman with power. We now have one.
Yes. We have to look at it. If you want to make the team good, you're going to have to do something bold. If you want to trade for Vladdy, go for it. And then sign him to a big contract. I'm for it. Go for it. If you're not going to do that, then go for Soto and offering him a bunch of fucking money. Oops.
Might as well go for Soto. Might as well go for Soto.
Soto is going to be the next Judge Shohei Harper. I want more Encarnacion bats.
Duh. You're jumping on my bandwagon. I've said that since the day he got up here. I was talking about getting him up here when he was in Sacramento. I said, oh, my God, why is he not up in the major leagues? He came up, bat on the ball, couple of hits a night, batting close to 300, and
He
then
hasn't got a big enough look.
back to the bench.
And Skaters, you're probably right, dude. You're probably right because that's what's happened. But there's got to come a time when the Giants don't finish second. They'll finish third.
Not about that tonight.
Seriously, there's got to be a time where the Giants just hit on this, right? They got to. Sometime. I mean, what is it that's preventing it right now? If you get a good G, is that going to – I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take, to be honest with you. I have no idea. I'm just – I offer my ideas of how we think we could get them. Oh, I get it, Skaters. I get it. I 100%. I understand the history of the San Francisco Giants not being able to sign a big free agent. I get it. But guess what happened this year? What happened this year that we thought we wouldn't see in a very long time? It happened this season. Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess what happened this year where people kept talking about it as far as the San Francisco Giants that seems that they can never do a certain thing, but it was done this year? Hey, Marcana, exactly. We had an all-star outfielder. All right, there you go, guys, man. Remember, when was the last time we were going to be able to see a all-star outfielder? And it happened this year. So, look, it's not impossible. It might be a stretch. It might be a reach, but it's not impossible. I'm keeping the hope alive, guys. Until they say Soto is not coming, then I'll give it up then. All right, we tried.
Okay.
I tried. But, yeah. That was awesome. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to go all in for Soto for the simple fact of Ramos, Fitzgerald, Eldridge, Lee, and if you could get Soto. Or Vladdy. I'm good with that too. Or we could get both. How about that?
Guys, I'm very concerned that Encarnacion's not even part of the plans.
He probably isn't. I think I think they're making him as a guy. I think Luciano. Look, hey guys, we could start talking about this. Well, what is the future for Luciano, guys? Is there a future for Luciano?
If there is, it's got to be with a weak
know,
sister,
man.
a Chicago, a Miami. He's got to go to weak sister and play.
Would you say? I mean, think about it, Luciano has been surpassed by Eldridge. Matos has been surpassed probably by McRae. What is the future, guys, for him? I see a lot of people talking about trading.
Yeah, but we see this quite a bit. We can see this statement on a regular basis. But at the end of the day, you've got to have a trade part. Who's lining up? Who's calling up Farhan right now saying, my God, really interested in getting this Luciano kid?
No.
I don't think the phone's ringing.
I don't know what's going on, man.
You know what? And Eric, I don't mean to disrespect anyone, but oftentimes people talk about all the trades the Giants should make, and it's coming from Giants fans. Right? Oftentimes the fans always put the value of their players much higher than they really are.
Exactly. What is
these
up,
three
Johnny,
guys.
man? Good to see you, dude. Haven't seen you in such a long time. Welcome to the show. Hey, were you at the Little League World Series? Just to answer that real quick, but I'm going to get to what Cryptic said. He might be onto something.
Where's Johnny from?
Nevada, I believe. It's
cool.
from Nevada. Cryptic says, remember how bad Ramos looked? No. I still say Luciano will be okay once Farhan's gone. Maybe that you know what, Cryptic? You may not. Nah, he wasn't. It's all good though. Hey, it was fun thinking about that. Yeah, exactly. He's in Sparks, Reno Sparks. They're up there with Ed. Ed and Johnny are both in the Reno Sparks area.
Eddie Ed says Fitzgerald's a bust. I don't agree with that.
Well, you know what he is, because they're starting to they're figuring him out, and he's got to figure out the league now. Because he can hit a fastball, he just can't hit that stuff. It's similar to Schmidt. By the way, Senior, what'd you think of Schmidt today? Had a good game today, huh? It's one game. It's one game. But going back to Luciano, I think there could be something mental going on. I think same thing with Matos. I think there's something going on in their mind, and maybe it's the way they're being treated. It could be. It could be. And with a change at the front office, maybe they can succeed. I hope so. But but where right now, where do you put Matos? Where do you put Luciano right now? Unless you don't get Adames and you don't get Kim and you roll with Luciano and Fitzgerald. But the problem is, I don't think Luciano is a middle infielder, guys. Yeah, he was awesome on defense today, Marcus. Again, back to Luciano, I don't think he's a middle infielder, and that's the problem because there's no other place. He can't play first base because Eldridge is going to lock that down. The first baseman position in San Francisco is going to be locked down for quite a long time in the near future. So where do you play Luciano? You can't put him in a damn outfield because you got Ramos, you got Lee, and then if you want to go get Soto, I'd rather have Soto than Luciano. So I don't know. Luciano, see, that sucks. Luciano's like 22 years old, almost 23. You really can't put him as a DA. You're kind of stunting his growth as a player when you just have him sitting on the bench with a bat.
Johnny T16, he's from Sparks, Nevada. Eric, a little Sparks, Nevada trivia. What's its nickname? You should get this. See if Johnny goes, I know. He'll go, my God, he knows Sparks.
What's its nickname? Sparky.
Rail City.
Rail
City.
Interesting. Never heard of that.
You didn't know that?
Nope. Did not know.
Yep. It's got a railroad heritage there.
Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, there's a big Union Pacific depot there, if I'm not mistaken.
Rail City. How's that, Johnny T? Welcome in.
Right on. The big boy just went through there.
Eric loves that. Some night you're gonna have to play that on this show.
I'm gonna play it. You just talked about it. I'm gonna play it. I got it loaded in the hopper.
I love it. Hopper. There's another rail line. You're coming with all the stuff tonight. In the hopper.
You like that? Pretty good, huh?
I like that. Yeah.
What we need to do is play. Greg says, what we need to do is play Schmidt, Luciano, Matos every day, rest of the season. Hope they ball out so they could then package their asses in a trades for next year.
It ain't gonna happen though. It's
gonna be weird. It's gonna be this off season. There's gonna be a lot of moving parts. Right? A lot of moving parts.
And I'm sure there's going to be pieces gone next year, Eric, that you didn't know were going to be gone. I think there's going to be some moves in the offseason. You go, geez, I didn't see him gone or her gone.
Okay.
It's just going to be an odd situation this offseason where if they're going to bring in more talent, and I use that word talent, you're going to make a more talented teams, some guys are going to have to go. Guys you might not expect.
Chuck Knobloch. I remember Chuck Knobloch. Yeah.
Second baseman, Minnesota Twins, wasn't he?
Yeah. Wasn't he like a hero in the postseason? Chuck Knobloch? I don't think I have a sounder for Johnny T. But
Johnny, I can do one.
We could do one, man. Hold on. What do I got? What do I got here? Anything close?
Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Hey, you know what? Might as well do that. Nope, I ain't got it. But we'll sample what we got here for Johnny here in a little bit. Marcus, I like what you're saying. Chapman, Kim, Fitz, Eldridge, that infield is nothing to sneeze at. And it works really well with our sinker, slider, pitchers. Marcus, I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. That's a good infield. Okay. That's a good infield. What do you got for your outfield, Marcus? Let me hear what you got with your outfield and your DH. Let me hear what you got.
Somebody asked in the chat, how's Bart doing? He was 0 for 5 today.
Yeah. He's probably not. It's the end of the season. People probably don't even.
But he's batting 257.
It's not bad. It's better than what Bailey or Tom Murphy.
And better than a half of the Giant roster, Eric.
Where is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. This is what we got. Johnny, this is what you get right here.
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Senior Softball Games.
There you go, Eric. Play my sounder so Johnny knows what we're getting at. There we go. That's what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Yes. Right on. Yeah, you've been a dedicated guy ever since the NorCal days. Much appreciated. Thanks for showing up, dude. Appreciate it.
I'm sure that if he's a big fan, he must drop by the Military History Chronicles as well.
Johnny did. Yes, he did stop by Military
Figured.
History Chronicles. Yes.
Good.
Johnny and also Jimmy used to show up there in MHC a lot. 100%. All right. What else we got out here? What else we got? Oh yeah, now Adi. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe Tom Murphy will make another appearance in the dugout. Last time, remember, I called for him and he made an appearance in the dugouts. Okay, I could totally see Encarnacion as a DH next year. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Again, no, that is actually Glenn. Is able to, he has a guy that actually records those liners, and we just download them into StreamYard, and away we go, man. There we go. Oh, that Little League World Series was something, wasn't it, Glenn? Remember how it ended? Terrible way to end the World Series, the Little League World
Somebody
Series.
didn't play his position.
Chucked that ball right down the right field line because nobody was there.
Yeah. Oh, that stuff happens. So remember, you got to remember, look at the age. Look at the age. It's going to be tough.
Oh, wait. Marcus, did you tell me your outfield? Ramos, Lee, and my hopes and dreams, and all my hopes and dreams in the outfield. I know what your hopes and dreams are, Marcus. Marcus, I know what your hopes and dreams are. Exactly. Here we go.
My daughter just came home and she says, "What is it, tribal night on your show?"
Hey, man, we're calling on the baseball gods. Let's go.
Eric's going to have dance around the campfire. You're going to do chants.
No,
Soto chant.
No. I gotta be doing that. Let's just hope the Giants do something bold this offseason. That's all we can.
You know, I had this dream. Oh no, where is it? I had this. Where is it? Yeah. I'm going to hack into the big screen and play that video. I had the dream the other night. I was like, oh, Eric is manning the controls again, and he's playing his own videos at Oracle. It'd be better than half the stuff they put up there during the game, to be quite honest.
Hey, Johnny, I hope everything's okay, man. If you need a way to get away, come join the channel. We try to make it light for you. Yeah, people go through times, and it sucks. Hopefully everything turns out okay for you, man.
We're here for you. We're always here.
It's unfortunately part of life, man. Sometimes you got to deal with the bad just as much as deal with the good. Hopefully you can come in here, kind of relax a little bit, maybe take your mind off things, and we're here to entertain. So I hope everything works out for you there, Johnny. It's all good, dude.
Yeah, I like that little bit that they brought up. Tom Murphy sounds like a sailor lost. Speaking of a sailor lost in McCovey Cove,
Tom Murphy.
What is going on with the guy in his little kayak? He gets the Ramos ball. The Giants are like,
what is that, dude?
The Giants are like, you got to give it to us. He's like, I found a ball in the cove. Like, I owe nothing to you.
Dude, what do you guys? Yeah, what's your guys' take on McCovey Cove Dave?
At that point, it's none of the business.
Supposedly, he wanted a parking lot or a parking spot. What was that all about? I heard something about he wanted a parking spot and
for what, his kayak? He's only there in a boat every night. Does he bring the boat? I thought he just rows down the shore from somewhere.
I don't know how he does it.
He doesn't bring his own boat on a ramp truck or something, does he?
I don't know, man. It's a little bit.
You're getting a little crazy. Although, you know what, Eric, it's got some value.
But here's the thing. But it has nothing to do with the club. It has to do with the player. It's the player who did it. It's not the team. It's the player. Help out the player. He's the one that did the work. All you did is get in your little stupid ass kayak with a freaking fishing net and fished it out of the water. Come on, dude. Come on. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Is it seriously? Is it that important to you to where you can't give a guy who's accomplished something great in their career and you come on? Why does everything have to cost something? Why can't anyone do it out of the kindness of their heart to a certain extent? It's like, man, I'm a baseball fan. I love that you're able to do it. Hey, let's talk. And I'm sure they're going to give you something good in return, but don't be a greedy bastard, right? Come on.
Next, you'll want season tickets. I'm sick and tired of trying to watch the game from the water. I want in the building.
Come on. That's just, it's
a lost art. Doing something nice is a lost art. Actually, the game we went to, Eric and I were at the game, but it's almost 3 weeks ago now. Eric did everything but give away his Buster Hug bobblehead doll to little kids.
Yeah.
Remember the little girl didn't get one of the little guy, and he just missed him, but you were like, I'm giving him mine.
I thought about it. Yeah.
He goes, nah, he's gone, so I'll just keep it.
Yeah.
But the thought was there.
I could have found someone else. Yeah.
The thought was there. You know what? You see that just at the game. You know, it's giveaway day at the park. And before we're even in, we're standing in line to get in. I go, Jesus, look, eBay, they're already up for sale.
Exactly.
You got to sell everything.
Not look at mine. Mine's still back over here. Whoop, 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 right there. Still sitting over there. Sitting on the bed. We're talking about a guy who has his name on the front of a shirt. Well, there you go. Do a poll. Okay, let's do that. We haven't done a poll in a little while. Let's do a poll. A poll on McCovey Cove Dave.
You need to get him on the show. You know what? I have no interest in getting him on my show, to be honest. Thank you very much.
He'll probably want to be paid.
You're right. You have to speak to his agent.
Yeah, it's real easy poll out there. Yes or no? Yes or no? What's up, Fossey? Good to see you, man. An exclusive interview for a low price of $2,000 a minute.
In fact, I haven't even heard him in any media. Have you? I haven't heard him on KMBR 95.7.
Oh, by the way, senior, so you don't know, we're going to have Burns Smith on this Sunday, former pitcher, Montreal Expos. He's going to be on Sunday. Another little player interview. Should be fun. Just talking some big.
Bryn Smith, he played for the Montreal Expos, St. Louis Cardinals, and he played for the Colorado Rockies. Pitched the first Colorado Rocky victory. Had a long career, and we're going to talk to him.
Yeah.
I like
Should be
players from that era. The more players I can line up, we only do once a month. We have our player interview, and I like to get somebody from that era, 70s or 80s.
It's fun times, man.
Then we can compare baseball of today with yesterday, what they think of rule changes, a lot of what you saw in the Matt Stairs interview, that kind of thing. You get a guy who played 5 years ago. Everybody interviews guys that play now and 5 years ago and 6 years ago. I want, even if they're not big name players, I want the history of the game.
There you go. Yeah, why not? That's what it's about, right? That's what we want to hear about. I want to hear about what their experiences was as a Major League Baseball player. I mean, how many people can say I got to play in the MLB, not just for a year, but for a prolonged period of time. I mean, I
think he played 12 years.
See, that's a long time, man. And I just want to hear their experiences and what it was like in being a professional baseball player. All right, give me 1 second. Warming up the coffee.
Well, Skater says, how about, hey, Dave, nice shirt. Give Helio the ball. You know what? That's basically what they've been saying. They've been like, give him the ball. It was kind of like you say, once that ball is launched out of the bay, if nobody was out there, it's washed out to sea, past the Golden Gate and into the Pacific. The guy got a ball in McCovey Cove, and he's sitting out there day in, day out. And I'll tell you what, guys, I go to the games. It is not a fun night to be sitting in a kayak in McCovey Cove. I'm freezing my ass off in Section 321. I can imagine what it's like out there in a T-shirt and a pair of shorts out in a kayak. Given my kayak skills, I probably take a dip once in a while. You guys ever see them scramble to get the ball? I wonder how nobody tips over. Must be a skill to that. All right. Senior, I'm getting scared. We've been on for an hour and 37 minutes. And Eric is heating up the coffee. That is a bad sign. It's a bad sign. You can join us tomorrow. A quick recap every morning of the day's events from the day before, including Giants baseball. We'll be looking at NFL Week 3 getting underway tomorrow night with the Jets up against the New England Patriots. That's coming up tomorrow on our sister network, Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow morning. Dave Patrician, my co-host, he'll be on assignment. Carter Kim will be our special co-guest tomorrow. Co-host on the show, so that's over on that channel. And if you haven't caught it, Carter does a Giants, NFL, NBA, a little bit of everything. It's a free-for-all. It's a little sports talk in the afternoon. Carter will be back tomorrow. And I just said to the guys that if you're heating up the coffee, I'm getting worried.
No,
nothing.
Not
feeling good.
Yeah, I know you. I know you.
You're heating up the coffee. What the hell?
No, it's all good, man. It was getting a little bit cold.
The guys in the chat are doing this. They're pulling out.
I know, man. They love the marathons. Johnny, what time do we go on? We normally go on 8:00 every night, unless it's a home game. Games.
Oh, who's Brent? Brent Henley.
I know Brent.
All right, Brent Henley says, what's Chris Spire doing these? I'd love to get Chris Spire on the show. Former Giant, former Expo, hell of a shortstop. One of the most underrated shortstops I have ever seen play the game, Eric.
Yep.
He could play a mean shortstop.
Yep. Why not? Oh, shit. Come on. Elliot doesn't even follow me on Instagram. Is that where we're going? Glenn, what are we going to do with the society today?
I know. I'm sure the Giants try to buy the water at the Cove. Any ball lands in the water is the property of the Giants. I said when you were gone away, I said, if that ball lands in the Cove, washes out beyond the Golden Gate, out in the Pacific, Eric, it's said and done when it leaves the ballpark, in my opinion.
Oh, my God.
It's said and done. It's one thing, you know what? They could have a mighty fine argument. If you catch that ball in the bleachers and they go out there and they could sometimes, a lot of teams now, including the Giants, you got to get lucky, have a pass like I do to get in when they have their batting practice. A lot of teams, you can't get in for batting practice. And they'd have ushers go around and guys would be out with their glove and kids catching the balls. They take the ball from them, Eric.
Yeah, I know.
Why? It's property of the team. You're inside the stadium. Once that ball goes out in the drink, it's game on.
Yep. Exactly. Senior wants to know, is Will be going to do a show? I hope he does a show tonight. I have no idea. I hope he does. We'll see.
I thought he reached out earlier and
Did
he said he's doing a financial show somewhere or something. He's doing a financial traders show or something. So
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's doing. I hope he does, but we'll stay tuned. We'll see. Let's see. Mark, the shark is cool. He gave the 100 splash hit. What is that?
Mark the Shark is
Is
cool.
it the owners, Eddie? It's not the owners. It's the player. It's the player that did the act, not the team, right? Come on. It's the player who knocked the ball into the water.
The team's saying that's our property.
Okay. I would say it's not their property. But I
told you earlier in the show, the guy stole a Yastrzemski bat. I'm the only guy that took notice. I didn't see them running down the escalator to get him.
Right.
The ball is out in this. The ball's in the ocean, Eric.
It has vacated the premises.
Jeez Louise.
Right? It has vacated the premises. Now, does
Eric,
that mean
if you're in the Bay Area and I don't, proud to say, I know you don't. You go in and you shoplift something, they can't touch you when you get it outside the store.
True. Yes.
It's outside of the venue. It's a free-for-all.
Now, does that mean Dave shouldn't, do the right thing? No.
Well, Dave doesn't have to be a douche. Jeez.
Right. He doesn't have to be a jerk about it. That's what I think what it's coming down to. Elliot offered him a bat, sign, balls, and photo, etc. Yeah, what's wrong? During batting practice, Glenn just said it. Owners
during batting practice, some of the teams take the balls from you there.
They do?
Yes. What? You catch a ball and they come over. Oh, that's big in places like Korea, Japan. You get a ball, home run ball, team comes and they confiscate it.
It's not like
and
that.
You know what they do too, Eric? I mentioned earlier where they sell that Yastrzemski bat. I'm a collector. I don't want to get into a big, shouting match over this. You can go up in the dugout store up in the top level, and they sell game balls. They've got a guy who sits in the camera well, and they're going to, all those balls that get thrown out?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, they put a sticker on it.
Makes note of what game it's from, and they sell the ball.
Right. But if someone hits their 53rd home run, they don't go after that ball. I mean, that's usually the fan will take it. It's only like memorable shots.
If I caught Wilmer Flores 500th home run,
no one's coming after you saying, "Give me that ball."
Oh, 500th home run ball, Wilmer. He might be.
That would. Yeah.
But I'd want that ball.
Right.
I don't know. I'm open to a trade.
Yeah, why not? I mean, come on. If I could get a picture with the player with the ball and along with other merch, shit. Hey, it shows evidence. I was the one that caught the ball. I got photographic evidence.
I don't think you can start putting your own value on things that are sky high, though.
Yeah, true. You can't ask unreasonableness. Don't succumb to unreasonableness. What's that from, Glenn?
What happens if a Memorial Ball game goes in McCovey Cove? Is it fair game? It's fair game.
It is fair game.
McCovey Cove has nothing to do with the Giants. Don't own McCovey Cove. They don't own the water. They don't own the Pacific Ocean, Eric.
No. And just as much as, McCovey Cove Dave acts with the ball, the Giants shouldn't be acting the way they're acting as well. I mean, it's both. It takes two to tango, right? So
amateur hour on both parts.
There you go.
Amateur hour, man.
Exactly. Thank you. He wants his own damn parking spot. I couldn't believe it when I read that. I was like, really? That's what he's negotiating for? You want to give up
for a ball?
A parking spot? Get the hell out of here, dude.
Hey, just out of curiosity, all right? I'm going to look up and see what an autographed Helio Ramos ball is worth.
Not much. There you go, Glenn.
I'm going to guess $30. for $37.
Maybe you might have to be next year because there's only one more home game left. Senior says, Glenn, go down to the Cove and get Dave on the show.
Helio Ramos ball, free shipping, autographed, $49.99.
Well, there you go.
I'm going to put this in my
American capitalism at work.
yeah, I'm going to put this in my follow list on eBay,
wrong.
Eric.
You're not wrong.
One of these days I'll be coming on the show. Remember that ball? There it is. It'll be up on eBay. I tell you. 19,000 starting price. Ridiculous.
Honestly, I don't know, Heckmo. I would not know that. It says
This is not uncommon though, Eric, among people who have memorabilia.
No.
Guys have this, you see it at the card shows all the time. Guys have a rickety old 1912 card that it looks like it's been in somebody's backyard for 30 years. Well, it's old. I said, it's probably, you know what? I'll give you $5 for it. Oh my God, it's 120 years old. Yeah, well, it's a 120-year-old piece of, you know what?
Right.
Condition is everything. So when people start saying, I want a parking place for a ball that they got out in the McCubby Cove, you know what? Paddle away, keep your ball. Thanks for coming out.
So
the guy's not even buying tickets to the game, Eric. We owe you nothing.
There you go. Hey, they put a TV out there for him.
I broke that to you. I told you that. I said, I'm walking around there. I'm like, geez, why is you can watch the game from the outfield. Yeah. That's so the guy, and they bring the boats in and then they turn around and they leave.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it all out there though, Eric. There's the kayaks, the boats come in and they leave, little tour boats.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the space? The
space, yeah, that was a couple of years ago. The flying saucer, that was pretty funny.
Or the guys are out there and they got those like jet packs and they come up, they watch the game and then they go back down.
Yeah, that's pretty damn incredible, man. That's pretty damn incredible.
It's a vibrant.
I gotta rent one of those.
It's a vibrant. Oh, you're going in the ring.
Glenn, let's go. We climbed in there.
Eric, I'm quite content with my soda and my foot long in section 321. Thank you. I said to the guys when you were warming up your drink, I said, can you imagine? I freeze my ass off up in that section most nights at the game. Can you imagine being out there in a pair of swing trunks and a T-shirt? Good. Have at it, buddy. Have at it. Have at it.
So Senior says, go down to the Cove and get an interview with Dave.
Not interested. Not interested. I told you earlier, he'll be calling his agent. How much should I charge them? Bite me. If I can get Matt Stairs on the show and free, and the guy's like, can I keep going? I love being on with you guys for free. I'm not paying for. Jeez.
I know.
Again, they're setting this standard that like, oh, I caught this ball. Who cares?
There it is.
There it is. Just see, right on cue.
Yeah.
Right on cue. Yeah.
Dave's best
what
collection.
The hell? Is that true? Dave said he'd give Eldridge the ball, but not Ramos.
What is that? Did he say that? Because that sounds really bad.
I got Dave beat all freaking day.
I'm sure you do. It's just the ball. I know, Eddie. 100%. It's just a damn ball.
I showed you yesterday. I carry cards all the time around like, I've got everything, but I've got the briefcase and a pocket protector, Eric, everywhere I go. So I'm walking around the concourse, and I told you, opening day, I get in like I'm the first 400 in the stadium by like, I think it's 45 minutes. So only the season ticket holders get in early. So who's wandering around the concourse? I'm like, hey, you sign my card?
Look at that. Look at Glenn walking around with a briefcase.
I do that all the time. Hey, the only time I got mad, I got a little something in my craw when it comes to Logan Webb. I was outside the hotel in San Diego. I said, hey, it's about midnight. I said, can you sign my card? No. I thought he was kidding first, but no, can't sign it. And I'm sort of like, yeah, okay, come on. Nope, won't sign it. Like, You know what I started?
There you go. Now I know where we're going.
The little voice in the back of my head started beaking off. Like, you. And what's his name was a real. I'd never met a player as ignorant to me as Joey Bart.
Yep. Wow.
And then Joey Bart says, you look really disappointed. The next morning he got traded.
He said that?
Yeah. Next morning he got traded to Pittsburgh. Bernice is like, what are you doing up? I'm like, I'm contemplating. Should I go and wait in the lobby? When he comes out, go, you look really disappointed. You're going to Pittsburgh's minor league team.
He actually said that? Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's freaking.
And you know what? Even in his demeanor on the field, there were 3 players, and the one player is kind of standing. Bernice says this too. She goes, did you notice he kind of backs off all on his own? He wanted nothing to do with it. Was Lamont Wade. Didn't speak. He's just.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, so he wouldn't sign I had a card. It was called a Topps Holiday. Real nice card of Logan Webb. Like, and that's bad enough because I like the Giants, collect the Giants. So be it. He doesn't sign the card. I can buy one for $2 on eBay. Thanks.
Right.
And have a great day. But there were 2 little boys there. I think one might have been 8 and one might have been 10, and they had their card. Can you sign my card? Nope.
Wow. He even did that to little kids?
2 little kids, yeah. The mom and dad were outside the hotel, and 2 little kids had their autograph book, and they had a card of Logan Webb. He goes, no, I'll sign it at the stadium tomorrow. It's like,
wow.
Yeah.
Whew. Was he in the middle of dinner, or was he in the middle of something?
Standing outside at the front
Just
door of the
standing
hotel,
there?
just chatting with something I'm guessing Bart had already been found out he was going. Because the 3 of them were just standing around talking. And I'm like, oh, look, it's Webb. I'll get my card signed. I've never gotten a card signed by Webb. I was sort of perplexed by it, but then it was the kids. And I'm like, it would have taken him 15 seconds. He didn't even have to look at it. Just done. 5 seconds, sign 2 cards and be done. But anyway, hey,
dude.
You know what? They owe nothing to. We only pay. We only pay for season tickets, Eric. They don't owe us anything.
All right, here we go. Sports Guy 89. Send an email. Sports Guy. Hold on, I got to get this done because we only got this. I think. Yeah, we got it. Ibrahim's going to get these tickets here soon. Send an email. Right here. There you go.
Sports
Send
Guy
an email.
back on track.
Yeah, there we go.
We found you. He was like, it was out we found him out in the wild.
Yeah, I've been calling for you, man. Every show. Go to giantsportstalklive@gmail.com. Send an email with your contact information so we can reach out to you. The ticket's free, Sports Guy. The ticket is free. Ibrahim was able to allocate a few tickets. Again, guys, so far we got 4. Myself, Ibrahim, Moji, and Sports Guy. We could get 2 more guys if they want to come watch Bryce Eldridge play for the Sacramento River Cats in Sacramento on Saturday night.
And we're not kidding with you either. Sports Guy 89. At least once a show for the last week, I hear Sports Guy and Tom Murphy. I think we got 2 Tom Murphys tonight.
Yeah, we got 2 Tom Murphys. Yep.
Yeah, I took the over on that, so I'm a winner already.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. You know, Eddie's got a point. Never meet your idols. They always let you down. Although I met Wilmer. Wilmer was freaking awesome. He knows about my collection. I have the largest Wilmer collection in the world. And he's like, oh, you're the guy with the collection. I'm like, well, his English was a little broken, but we were able to carry on a conversation.
That's cool, man.
You know what? To be recognized like that, he's like, oh, that is so cool. He goes, you got anything you want signed? Or I said, I want you to come on. I want you to come on Giant Sports Talk Live. That should have been my response. What can I do for you? Come on, Giant Sports Talk.
Look at Joshua. He comes in. Must be a Yankees fan. Says, first place Yankees. Way to go, Joshua. You got a good team to root for. Can't blame you. Senior vouches for you. Says, Wilmer is one of the nicest guys.
Oh, he is. Hey, I just picked up a new card today, Eric. You want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
We haven't done this in a long time.
It's been a while. Oh, is this one of your 1911s?
Yeah, I'm adding to that set.
Nice.
I'll never be able to afford the Tinkers, the Evers, and the Chance, but
Oh, you got to get that Tinkers to Evers to chance, man.
Oh, yeah.
Tinker to Evers
Let's
to
do a
chance.
GoFundMe page.
Man, that would be so damn awesome. Would you trade anything to get one of those or to get those 3?
I'll never be Eric. $1 million cards? Thanks.
That's what they are.
Told you, I can't.
Never
I'll
mind.
never own those cards, Eric.
Wow. For each individual or for the whole set?
Just for those cards. The set's like, if you put a whole set of those together, you're going to pay, I don't know, $200 million, Eric.
Oh my gosh.
That's
man.
out of the realm of my collection.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, Eric, I got a little something here. I don't know if I have. I apologize, but it's worth the show. You know what he loves? Every time Wilmer sees me, I wear the Wilmer Flores card.
Yeah, you always wear that one, yeah.
I have different ones, but
Hey, look who that is. Glenn with your card around your neck and Wilmer Flores.
look at that. Can you see the Wilmer Flores card?
Yep.
It's a
Barely see. It's a little
pink
little,
refractor.
dude.
Yeah, I wear his
Nice.
card around my neck. He goes, oh, that Glenn.
That's funny.
He looks young, doesn't he? He looks
young.
like a kid.
He does look young.
That was a great weekend. I'm telling you, the players were good. And then I met to meet kind of a, in my broadcasting career, kind of an idol as a kid.
Hey, John Miller, look at that.
Do you notice I got a haircut since then?
Yeah, I was going to say, the hair's gone.
The hair. Oh, I got too. Well, you know what it was like? I was calling you, and I'm like, well, how hot? Well, I was literally having a nervous breakdown. How hot is it in Galton? You're like, 120. I'm like, it ain't much cooler in the Bay. And, it's usually a lot cooler when you get into the Bay Area. Oh, it was a hot summer. And it's hot in Winnipeg, Eric. My glasses are fogging up. It's so hot here tonight. But anyway, yeah, I got a chance to meet with Johnny and Wilmer. And so oftentimes, Eddie, you meet your hero, and it can be such a letdown. I was let down by Logan Webb, and I just said, mumbled a few words and went on. Hey,
right.
Thanks, Alex. Nice mullet.
There you go. What's up, Alex?
Buy my hockey helmet, though.
So hopefully you got the email there, sports guy. Hope to hear from you so we can reach out to you. It's going to be fun, man. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be hot. I think it is going to be hot on Saturday. Whatever. 6:30, it should be better, though. 6:30, it should be better. Oh, man. Just send an email. Right on, sports guy. I'll reach out to you, man, right after the show.
Greg Gayton, you can freak them, have them. I'll take all your Logan Webb cards, please. Yeah. They're in the quarter box.
They're in the quarter box.
Don't think I didn't. Bernice is like, why are you getting rid of all those cards? I said, remember that night at the hotel? She goes, oh, you're still holding a grudge. I'm like, yep. Oh, let me check the email. Make sure we got it here.
Yeah, he said.
Sports Guy 89. I got his phone number.
Right on.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks, Sports Guy.
Right on, dude.
Great handle, Sports Guy 89.
Sports Guy. So we got 4 guys now.
Alex really wants him to get Adamas, eh?
Wants Adamas. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, night guys. Next year, night guys. So I think Alex is taking off. Thanks, Alex. People are starting to die off on us. It's the 2-hour mark, Eric.
Yeah, it's about that time, isn't it?
All right. Want me to take a quick peek at tomorrow's action as we usually do?
Yep.
Find out what's going on tomorrow around Major League Baseball. Actually, we'll save that for the morning show. If guys are new to the channel, Eric and I do a morning show tomorrow bright and early, 7 a.m., Giant Sports Talk Live morning edition. We'll be talking about, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's your guy.
Guess who's pitching tomorrow?
Yeah, Logan Webb.
Again,
who's going for
Zach
Orioles?
Eflin.
Zach Eflin. Okay.
Yeah. Zach Eflin, 10-9, 355. Logan Webb, 12-10, 353. Oracle Park, Camden Yard, and the game will get underway 10:05 tomorrow morning. So you get geared up for the game, listen to our show in the morning, Giant Sports Talk Live morning edition, and then
boom,
baseball breakfast style.
Yep.
Have a little brunch, baseball brunch. I like the sound of that.
Baseball brunch.
I'll have my leftover lasagna, a couple of fish sticks. I got to throw everything on the plate.
Damn, it's just a medley of everything. And water.
It's going to be a rough night. I'm at a Pepsi. I'm drinking water and ice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I told you I'm not feeling good. Maybe.
Yeah, I understand.
My sugar fix. Anyway, hopefully I'll feel much better tomorrow. Doctor said 4 or 5 days, the pain and it makes you sick. You know, when you get a flu shot, sometimes you feel under the weather. He goes,
yes.
Yeah, your muscles, you're going to feel like crap. I'm like, so I'm here to get better, and I'm going to feel like crap for 5 days. And then they stuck me with 4 more needles, and they filled my back with Novocaine, which the dentists use.
Jeez, man. What in the hell?
Eric, I'm broken.
Yeah. It's a bit.
I'm broken.
Damn. So
Anyway,
how long is he? Well, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Let's get out of here. I was just gonna say, how long is those injections supposed to last? That salt water is it supposed to last a long time?
No, I got to
go back. Something you're supposed?
I got to go back on October 24th for my next installment.
How many times do you have to get this done?
They said they'll start me off 5 sessions, so 5 months. And it even my sinuses are bad to begin with, and they still have pollen here, which is unseasonal. So I don't know if you know anybody who is around pollen. Pollen makes my nose doesn't work. So now I feel feverish, tired, sore. It's like somebody kicked me in the back with a steel toe boot.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here, Glenn. Be going just over 2 hours.
2-hour mark. Logan Webb, Zach Eflin will be on 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can join us as we tee up Major League Baseball for Thursday. And I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't taken a peek, Eric. Just off the top of my head, Thursday's usually a travel day, probably a quick show.
Yep. Wait, is it? It might be. I don't think there's a day off, is there? Let me look. I don't think there's a day off.
Holy crap.
No,
Tomorrow's a full slate of action.
Oh, it is. There we go.
It's going to be an extended version. I take that back, and it's an extended version of Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Edition.
Yeah.
So I need to get my beauty sleep for that. See you tomorrow morning. Thanks to everybody in the chat.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow night. We'll see you in the morning, and then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock for postgame of the Game 3, the final game against the Baltimore Orioles. Should be a good one. All right, guys. See you later.
See you bright and early. Have a good night.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.